Hello there, it's Darren here in Crampton, Northumberland. I'm in the shed, check it out. This is a follow-up of the one I did about talking about my compost. So, when you last seen it, the compost bin looked a bit crap. It was rotting away. It did get taken down, burnt. So it created a lot of ash material for the compost. I have been explaining to people that I want to see adding carbon into the compost as it deteriorates slowly. Would it add any difference? Would it make any difference? And I have been using the stuff that I've done for my seeds and potting on, and my plants seem to respond quite well to it, so maybe it does work, you know what I mean? You're adding carbon basically to it. Potash, could you say it's potash? Which you put in potatoes, which is technically, is it nitrogen? I don't know, let us know. Anyway, so when you last seen that video about the compost pile, it was quite big. I have still got a pile to sort out here yet, but because it's been raining constantly and I haven't had a chance to come down when it's been dry, I don't want to start sieving it and getting me sieve clogged up. So it got sieved into this box that I got for free, and I have been using some of it, and it's, you know, it ain't exactly like totally smooth and fine, which you don't want that. You want compost to have some texture to it, some body. So I thought myself, why don't I put some, because I've got this, I found this plastic cover, why don't I put some plants in? So I put some in on, what was it, 15th, that was last Saturday, so a week ago. I put them in and they've come up already within 7 days. I'm hoping these do come up as well. They might not do, we'll just have to see, you know, because when I was doing it on last Saturday, the soil was so warm, and I thought to myself, you know, why don't I try like a bit of a hotbed and put this on here and use it like that, see if it works. So as you can see, it's popped up. So anyway, like I said, I've sieved that soil and it's in here, and it's quite a big box. It's all sieved. So all I need to do now when I need some is to basically just get some out of there, and so much easier. I say as I'll be sorting this pile out once it stops raining, once it stops being like a bog, which is constantly doing all the time. I have got this bin here, which has got comfy in there. That was from the last compost pile that I had, and I have been piling up look at the bloody state of it. Piling it up here, as you can see, constantly digging it over, letting it dry out. But with this rain and all that, it ain't gonna dry out quick. It should be bone dry by now and I should be sieving it, but not at the moment. So this is God, I think I took a lot of this stuff out about a month ago, 2 months ago. Not all of it, most of the new stuff's in that corner over there. This is still about 6 months. That over there is over a year, if not more. So I'll be digging out of there first once I move everything and sieving that. So that's how I do that. Someone was asking, when do I sieve it, when do I use it? That's how I do it. Take out the chicken coop, put it in a certain area, and I know a certain area, which is obviously that one over there, is a year, 2 years. So we'll sort that out. And once I sort this bin out, I'll be sieving, well, hopefully sieving this pile here into that bin, and then I'll have this as well, the darlec as I call it. It's settled down quite a bit. You can see like where it was at the top there, and it's settled down. So even though it's been sieved, it will settle down, and then you can add more, but I don't really want to. Here I've put in lemon balm. That's probably just weed seeds, but we'll just have to see whether it comes up or not. And once this is all sorted, that's all out of the way, I'll be putting more wood chip if there's any outside, bringing this over to here, tidying up a bit more, getting it all sorted. And I'm quite happy that the compost bin is like that. Like I says, as I've explained, I was just getting all my compost and just putting it in a pile, and had to get sorted. It's been, like I says, 3 or 4, well, 4 years anyway. Just piling it up, and just had to get it all sorted. And a lot of the stuff is just like that, lumps. And I have been moving it. Normally what I would do, I would normally sieve it, and then that would go into that, and then that would slowly rot down, disintegrate when there's worms and stuff and that in there, and then I'll do it again. So that's what I was doing. It was just a constant reuse, which I do. And I've got a lot of ash still. I'm going into my dry polytunnel. So got a lot of ash and soil, which is quite nice. When I've done the bonfire, there's a lot of wood chip around it, and I piled loads of wood chip in a big pile and put the wood around it, and then burnt it, and then I've just sieved it. So lovely smell. Done that, so I've got all this. Quite happy. Get that sorted. Brilliant. So I know you all like doing compost, and I do as well. And these 24 litres, 720 litres of compost, once all the potatoes are done, I won't be using this as a bloody mulch. That'll be going back on the compost pile again, if I've got another one sorted by then. Because even though I've got all that compost in there, which I do use a lot, because I've got a bucket in the shed and I use about 50 litres in there, and I just go through when I'm potting on. I do need a lot for, as I've explained, this, so that I need sorting as well. God knows how much that'll take. I'll take quite a bit. So anything that I've got, I never waste. When I was chopping down trees, I would try and cut them up in little bits and put them in the pile. I'd just put everything in. So, you know, like I say, as a follow on from the last one, just give it a go. People do like compost, and the way cost of living is going and stuff like that, it isn't cheap now to buy compost. And if you've got a big allotment, or you're just starting off, you don't want to keep buying and buying. It'll just, you know, it isn't cost effective really. You know, and I've done all these seeds with all my soil and all them pots, and everything I do now is all free. Has to be free. I don't want to buy compost. Who wants to buy compost? I know sometimes you haven't got a choice to buy compost, but you need to give it a go. You need to try. And even just if you've got a little pile, you know what I mean, and before you know it, you've got compost. And I like to sieve it, so I get all the bits out of it, and then, like I said, I normally just put another pile. It just goes on and on and on. The piles that I did, the stuff that I've got, I have got rid of it. A little area outside. So I'm thinking when the pumpkins and that come out, I'm going to start planting outside as well, just for a freebie for anybody that's won't buy. Who won't buy, and they'll see pumpkins or squashes and all that and think what's going on. So that soil will not get wasted. That'll get used stuff planted into it. It might not be the best, but this pile here, when I first started the allotment, that was another compost pile, and as you can see, it was bricks and glass and everything went in it. And this is the first place I ever put pumpkins and squashes in, and bloody hell, unbelievable. They just seem to respond. I don't know what it is. It's if they're like, you know, you say you need like good soil and all, but it was crap. So the soil that I've put outside and all that, that'll be getting reused for other plants that I've got spare. Because, you know, this'll soon fill up outside. The other plot that my wife's got, that will soon fill up. I want to utilise everything would you say it was gorilla grown? Probably is. Anyway, it's bye from me. I hope whether you start a compost pile, if you can, or just a little bucket in your kitchen, putting all your scraps in, it's just great to have your own soil. It's just great to know what's in it. You know, as I see people when they're getting compost and they complain that the stuff that's in it is crap, I know what's in my soil. Everything. Bye from me. I'm in the shed. YouTube sensation soon, I hope. Bye. Bye, it's a joke, by the way, me saying YouTube sensation. Draw.